Good morning. So this is what 50 looks like. Waking up in a log cabin in the middle of the Grand Canyon National Park, getting ready to put on the same clothes I was wearing yesterday and down my second can of butter pecan. And sure, very glamorous start to my birthday. Hey, hey, 5 a.m. shuttle to the trail and Heidi's all ready. Woohoo! Nearly an hour into rim to rim, 1.7 miles. How are we doing? Yes.
Awesome.
Awesome.
It's light out.
Let's see if she still says awesome at like 22 miles. Hasn't unfriended me by then.
We're still friends, so.
But I've got a cute birthday pin.
1.3 hours, 1.78 miles. We're, yeah, birthday pin.
Birthday pin.
And we're still friends. So.
We're still friends. This is so cool. Maybe I should be looking at the ground instead of up ahead, but you know.
Oh, wow. Check this out.
Check this out. Is this absolutely mind-boggling or what? Nearly 6 miles in. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning, and this is truly magnificent. Hey, hey! By now you're probably wondering, what in the world am I doing, right? It took me a while to, you know, have the time to be able to do a little explanation, just because Heidi and I started walking when it was still dark. It was, well, you saw it. It was about 20 after 5 in the morning. And, well, when you're hiking on a steep downhill full of sand and the only light you've got is your headlamp, you know, it's better if you keep your eyes on your feet and not on a phone, right? So it took me a bit, but I'm now 7.2 miles in to what is known as the Rim to Rim hike at the Grand Canyon. And you are going to ask, what is Rim to Rim? And why can't you celebrate your birthday like normal people do? Well, you know, what can I say? This is just who I am. But anyway, what I am doing is walking across the Grand Canyon from north to south. And the Rim to Rim hike is, you know, probably something that most people have never heard of, but in the world of endurance sport, it's pretty popular. It's one of the hardest one-day hikes in the United States. And you can hike it from south to north or from north to south. It's kind of up to you. The quote-unquote easier way is the north to south that I am doing, because there is somewhat less elevation at the end. So you go down more and you go up less. But trust me, it's, you know, kind of picking between lesser evils kind of a thing. In any case, Heidi and I, she's already lost patience with me and has gotten up ahead because she's a super speedy walker. And I'm not. I like to slow down and smell the roses and do my vlogging. So there you go. But anyway, Heidi and I are walking 24 miles today from the North Rim to the South Rim. Oops, camera moving. And we are getting in about 10,000 feet elevation gain and loss. So quite a bit. I want to say a big part of the descent is done. I'm 7.37 miles in and have already descended 3,800 feet. I believe we may have another 2,500 descent to go, but I think the steepest is done. It's right now it's more gradual, which is why I'm able to actually do this with you guys now. So, you know, this is just something that I really wanted to do for my 50th from a year ago, but, you know, it's kind of hard to convince your friends to do something like this, and I'm just lucky enough that I've got my girl Heidi who, well, I just don't deserve her, but any silly thing I suggest, she's on board for it, so gotta love me some Heidi. And just the fact that we're here is incredible. It was a last minute plan that really came together in the last 4 weeks. And, you know, the logistics of this are not easy. Making it happen was something that many people usually spend up to a year planning, just because reservations on the North Rim specifically are super, super hard to come by. But we were incredibly lucky. Again, another good friend who happened to be doing this a month ago, and he was here in person to say, hey, by any chance, do you guys have a cabin for the night of October 7th, which is what I wanted. And even though there was nothing online, when he showed up in person and asked, the cabin was there. And so you know that is meant to be in that moment, right? And so that's how this came about, totally at the last minute. And I'm just super excited. You know, I love this. This is where I'm at my happiest. And so, no, this foodie is not going to get any fancy meals or wine this weekend. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Our first creek crossing. So we are, according to my watch, 9.4 miles in. I believe you've got less, right, Heidi? You've got
8.49.
Well, I want to believe my watch, but so far we're doing okay, and we're still friends.
So far.
So far.
Borderline, getting there.
Hey, hey. So Heidi and I are now hiking through the infamous box. For anyone who is planning a rim-to-rim hike or who has done a rim-to-rim hike, you know that the box is a 6 to 7 mile stretch of road at the bottom where it gets the hottest during the day. So if you're doing rim-to-rim in June, July, and August, which is totally not recommended, in fact, National Park Service actually recommends that you not do what we're doing in a day, but hey, go big or go home, right? Anyway, this stretch is the one that gets the hottest. It can get up to 120 degrees during the height of summer. And so you're always told that if you're hiking around here, you should be out of it by 10 o'clock in the morning before you do reach those peak temperatures, or you'd be in serious danger of dehydration. As it is, we are walking this during the first 2 weeks of October. It is October 8th, actually, to be exact. And so that means that this is the best time of year to hike rim to rim, because the temperatures are just ideal, right? I mean, I don't think it's even in the 80s right now. And we have a nice breeze and the Colorado River next to us. So really, even if it got super hot, you could always just go chill in the river, right? Now let me show you. There it is. So anyway, distance unclear. My watch says that we're close to 12 miles. Heidi's watch says that we're close to 11. I have a feeling hers is right. So whatever it is, so far things are going pretty well. Guys, Heidi's ditched me. Can you believe that? How dare she? No, she didn't ditch me. She's just Speedy Gonzalez, and I'm like, slow down and smell the roses. So right now I am slowing down and smelling the roses at the Colorado River. Check that out behind me. Crossing that bridge was absolutely incredible. I also put my feet in the river after we got to Phantom Ranch. That's 13 and a half miles in. It was all descent until then. Actually, it was really good. But when I got there, I just felt like I needed a real break. And besides just, you know, eating and filling up water and all that good stuff. So once we did that, walked a little bit longer till I got to like this, you know, riverbed, and took my shoes off, my socks off, put my feet in the river for a little bit. It was so nice. Besides, my waist is hurting just from the pack. So I just wanted to take it off for a little bit, and it was all good. And now I'm just chilling a little bit more before I continue going on. I've got another 9 miles to go. Yeah, I know. You're probably thinking, Michelle, this is all starting to look the same. Like, okay, yeah, maybe that's true, but that doesn't make it any less magnificent now, does it? And, you know, this is why I do the stuff that I do. And this is why I'm here on my 50th birthday and not on some fancy vacation because the road less traveled, the one that you have to earn, that's always the one that's worth it the most. I kind of think that's where I'm going, like up top in front, but I'm not quite sure. Since my GPS is totally off, probably by about 2 miles. This thing says I've done 19 and a half miles. I'm thinking the reality is I've done 17 and a half, which would mean I would still have about 7.5 miles left. And so that kind of makes that little point up there seem appropriate, like maybe that's it, but I have no idea. And the path turns into a stream. Y'all, I can't hike and talk anymore. Oh God. As I said, I have absolutely no idea how long I've walked. My watch is now saying 22 miles, 22.6 miles. I think it's 3 less than that at this point. So I think I'm around 19 and a half. I was waiting for this rest area called Indian Garden, which is 4.5 miles from the top, which I really think is right, like legitimately around the corner from where I'm looking at right now. But I just got tired of waiting for it and I made my own Indian Garden and had a snack and just chilling out. I thought I was right around the corner from the 4.5 mile rest house. No, not true. Who knows where the heck it is? Ugh. I am getting to the point where I'm kind of over a day, and I know I still have about 3 hours to go. We can do this. I kind of feel a little bit like that guy right now, but I just need some water and to sit down for a bit. I am about 24 miles in. I think I have like a half a mile left. At least I hope that's what I have left. I'm absolutely exhausted. It is 7:08 p.m. We started at 20 after 5 in the morning, so nearly 14 hours. By the time I finish, it'll be a little bit over 14 hours. I've felt good. I mean, my legs and my feet feel good, but I've had a lot of heartburn the last few miles, and that's really slowed me down. But we're almost there.